All right, guys, we're going to short driver's meeting. If you don't mind pulling off the track for a second. Thank you.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are live here for the Eastern Shore Racing League. Ready to kick off here. Week number 2 for us. Not necessarily week number 2 for these guys. They've been racing for a few weeks now. But we are here live from the dirt track at Charlotte. What should be a very fun race here in just a few moments. We are actually on week number 4. Actually, Lernerville last week, Lanier the week before, Volusia the week before. 3 different winners, 3 different weeks. It's going to make things pretty interesting because right now on top of the board, Seth Gibbs currently on top of the board. He was actually winner in week number 2, so we'll see if he can be the first back-to-back winner. Zach Lowe right now, 3rd in points, currently 2nd on the board. Very close to Seth Gibbs, so this is going to be interesting to see what happens here. One thing that I'm curious about is what is going to happen as this track progresses through qualifying into the heat races. Last night we ran the 305 series. You guys may have watched me destroy my car. Had a great time doing it. Totally different car, I get it. But one of the things that I kind of noticed last week was yesterday, was this groove moved up and up and up and up and up and up. And it got right there. You see that car right there on the outside wall? That's about where it got to. The cushion moved up all the way against that wall. You really had no room. I was able to get runs with the 305, and I am comparing that to this car. I know it's a little weird being these are 358 model or 358 late models, but I feel like it could be that same aspect here. So you're looking at, especially later in the race. This race is only, I think, 40 laps. Later in the race, it's going to be very interesting because as this race progresses, you're going to have to throw a lot of sliders. And we see that kind of last week as well. I expect to see that this week here. We'll see if that's the case or not. Right now we got 14 people in here. Do got a couple of heat races coming up here in just a minute, which should be fun. And kind of give us an idea. But early on in this race, I expect the groove to be on the bottom. Then as the race actually starts, I expect that groove to move up. I do want to go ahead and clarify that the track right now does not carry over to qualifying and to the heat races. It actually resets to 0 for the heat races and qualifying. And from there, it carries over to, the race. So we'll see what happens. I think we'll be okay, but we'll have to watch to see how this line moves up. So, all right, got about a minute left before we get to qualifying here at Charlotte, the dirt track at Charlotte. That is. Right now, 14 drivers in here. Seth Gibbs, Zach Lowe, Cody DeLong, another one to be somebody else to watch. Michael Blessing's back in here again. Tyler McCoy, William Duvall, Butch Baker, Luke Rakowski. Yeah, probably butchered that. Stephen McMillan, Jacob McCoy right now, top 10. Let me know in the chat who you guys are pulling for. Do you have a favorite? Some guys do, some guys don't. I like seeing who everybody's pulling for, though. As we get set to go green here very shortly after a couple of these heat races, we knocked them out of the park here real quick. I believe it's 8 laps. So we'll go ahead and go down to the track as qualified is. Get ready to go here momentarily. We're not ending. Sorry, I forgot to take that off last night. But it does look like Seth Gibbs will be your pole or the practice fastest time set down here in practice. So we'll see if he's able to carry that over into qualifying in these heat races. Real quick, shout out to all the sponsors of this series. Max Graphics as well as Butt Kicker. Thank them very much for their sponsorship. If you haven't checked out Max Graphics, do so. If you haven't checked out Butt Kicker as well, definitely do so. That is very awesome for a sim racer in your family. Good gift and very well priced for that. So qualifying is underway right now. We're going to hop down to it and see what we can see. And here's your first driver out on lap. This is your fastest driver in practice, Seth Gibbs. CrossFit Overton, it looks like the sponsor on that car. As the green flag going to come out for him in at number 5 late model as he works out of turn number 2. Coming to the start-finish line here in 3 and 4. We'll see how kind of lap he puts down. Out of turn 4, crossing the start-finish line. Pretty good lap, actually. A 15.368. And that will be your fastest lap at the moment. Zach Lowe goes as third, actually, on the board. We'll see if Zach can pick it up here just a little bit as well. Seth Gibbs still on top of the board right now. Here comes Zach through turns 3 and 4. And it looks like he actually does not pick up any time, stays third. Here is Cody DeLong in that very nice blue paint scheme. Cody, of course, winner last week, goes to the top of the board here in this qualifying session. And will knock Butch Baker back as well. Here we go. Jason Satterfield here in the 39. Working out of turn number 2 into 3 now. Looking for a 15.378. Probably going to be tough to do it here. Yeah, not going to be able to do it with that lap. That is a 15.901. Stephen McMillan out there as well. We'll jump back to him as you see right here. Jason 15.9, not going to improve that lap as well. Here's Stephen McMillan. See what he can do. I think he has some trouble in that first lap. I think this is actually his second lap here. Don't quote me on that though, but a 15.430, not what he really wants, but it does put him P7. William Duvall is also just going out on the track, so we'll jump over to him here in a moment as we watch Steven here work on turn 4. It looks like this lap should count. And definitely does not improve that lap. So here is Duvall right now working through 3 and 4. Coming to the start finish line. Pretty solid. No, actually going to be in P11, so not what he wanted in that number 32 car here tonight. So waiting on a couple more here to qualify. We still got Bo Cribbs and Maverick, who has not went out yet for qualifying in this round anyway. I got you, Robert. Luke Rakowski, I got you. Thank you. That helps. So now that we won't butcher his name at Help a lot. Hey, I'm from Tennessee. We mess people's names up here. Just call me an idiot and move on, you know? So we qualifying. Looks like it could be done. I don't know if Cribs and Maverick's going to go out to finish up qualifying here or not. Do want to shout these guys out, though. They actually opened the doors up for me yesterday to come in a race. I had a blast. First league race I've done in what has felt like, well, it's been a long time. But really cool to do that. I think Luke actually just joined the league tonight, by the way. Team Outlaw said that was bad. He struggled so bad in the tacky stuff here. And I'm curious, that's what I was wondering. When this track, after these heat races and it slicks off, I'm going to guess the line's going to be high like it was yesterday, even with the 305s. So sliders definitely going to be thrown. We know that 100% already. So it's going to be curious, though. This track's a lot different than what we ran last week. So we'll see. Oh, my goodness. Worst time in the world for it to pop up. Let's see. Isaac says, let's go Butch. Jeff Lowe says, Zach Lowe for the win. Let's go Cody. Trudy says. I like seeing people comment, man. You guys are commenting on who y'all want to win this. Is awesome. Kind of makes it fun for me to broadcast. All right, so here we go. This will set up the inside row here for this. Cody DeLong, Seth Gibbs, Luke Rakowski, Stephen McMillan, Michael Blessing, William Vaughn, Bo Cribs will be your starting 7. Cribs I haven't seen graded yet, so he may not actually be here. So we do got 6 cars, however, as we do get set to go here in just a moment. As you can kind of look down here on these 6 cars qualifying here for heat race number 1. And we will get ready to take off here in just a moment here in this 8-lap heat race here once again. Also want to shout something else out to you guys. I'll let you guys know next week we're going to be at one of my favorite tracks, actually, USA International Speedway. That's going to be a fun one. Looking forward to USA. I think everybody's pretty familiar with that track. At least on iRacing, anyway. So we'll wait here for just a moment before we start rolling the grid and get ready to go 2 laps of course around before we take the green flag. But there's a look here at some of these cars. Let's actually take a look at some of these paint schemes for your driver that you are currently pulling for. There's Cody and Seth right there. CrossFit Overton on the side. Luke right there in the 33. That's a sick looking paint scheme. Yeah, he knows. Stephen McMillan right there as well. I like the number on that paint. It's actually really cool looking. There is Michael Blessing, a very clean Rowdy Energy car, and a 32, William Duvall right there beside him. Team Outlaw Motorsports, by the way. I like the pink. I wonder if the pink's actually for like breast cancer awareness stuff. We've always been a big fan of that here on the channel, so I'm just curious if that's what the pink's actually for. Pretty cool, though. I like it. Something different. All right, here we go. Of course, we will interview the heat winners, or try to interview every heat winner that we have, which we should be able to do here tonight as we get set to go for 8 laps here in heat race number 1 and week number 4 set to get underway. The Eastern Shore Racing League. This league, I think, actually Ryan based out of Canada, but I think most of these guys may be north of the border for me. So either way, we'll see how this race goes. And still kind of curious on what that line will do here, especially maybe not this race as much as that second race, but I'm curious about what the second race is going to look like. And then, of course, going from the warm-up to the actual race, that's going to be very interesting. Heat race number 1 underway here tonight as the green flag drops out, and already Cody DeLong sliding up in front and trying to take Seth Gibbs. Will stay in second. Luke going to stay. Seth McMillan actually stays in third. He looked to the inside, unable to get there. Here comes a run from Michael Blessing. Looks to the inside in that number 1 Rowdy Energy car, trying to stay side by side through the exit of the corner. Look for a slide job to possibly happen here in next turn. Not going to be able to happen. He is trying to pull up, however, in front of William Duvall, side by side right here with Duvall. Duvall started a little bit further back in the field, actually dead last, and he's already up almost 2 positions. Yeah, we'll call it 2 now as he is on that high line right now. Cody DeLong, the fastest lap here set right there, 15.70. Up front, you see it right there, the battle for the pole position in that main feature race, as Cody's still able to keep this lead pretty tight here with Seth Gibbs right now. Seth, new fastest lap, 15.331, sets the fastest lap of this race. Kind of curious though, what is going to happen as this dirt starts to slick a little bit. Do we see cars moving up? You see right here, Seth moving up to that middle lane, trying to get the run out to possibly throw a slider. Not going to be close enough. Right here, drives it in. How about that late rotation? You've seen over 5, Seth Gibbs closing that gap up just a little bit closer that time. Looking at the timing chart, he was a little bit faster as Cody trying to hold on here, coming to the white flag next time by. This is your race for the pole position. Out of turn 4, white flag going to be out here in heat race number 1 here in the Eastern Shore Racing League. Number 5 looks to the outside. Seth Gibbs, watch for a crossover. Watch for a slider here in front, 3 and 4. There he goes to the inside. Slide job crossover. Here comes Cody DeLong out of turn 4. He will get heat race 1 victory. A fun race to watch. What about that? We will try to talk to Cody after this next heat race, as you see your next heat already set here with 7 cars as well. Butch Baker, Tyler McCoy, Zach Lowe, Jacob McCoy, Stephen, Jason, and Maverick all in this one. And all 7 cars, has already gridded. We are set to go racing here once again. 2 laps around the dirt track at Charlotte. How about that heat race? That was a fun one. As I hit the wrong button, something will pop up. Of course it does. Alright, setting to go here for heat race number 2. Once again, 8 laps here. We will talk to Cody DeLong after this one, and we will talk to the winner of this heat race here as well, immediately following this one. And then this will set our outside row, I believe, for our featured event coming up immediately following this race after a 5-minute warm-up. The pace truck going to lead them through turns 4 one more time around, as drivers will get that up on their screens and shows one time. We get set. You see Charlotte Motor Speedway off in the distance. Looks like they're working on something over there, but no idea what that is, but oh well. As we get set to go green flag here just a moment. Pace truck going to drop in as the green flag sets the wave here once again. Pace truck is in. Green flag set to wave. The Rays Energy number 97 car out front of Butch Baker, Tyler McCoy. Green flag out in the air. How about this 4? Had to get off of it. Zach Lowe had to back out. He got such a big run. Door got shut. Side by side right now with Tyler McCoy up on the high side. We've seen that high side play factor earlier in that last race. There comes a big run. Maybe getting a little bit of contact there from Jacob McCoy. Able to keep it going in one direction. Good side-by-side of the racing right now for P2 on back in this one. Look at that. Here comes that forward. Zach Lowe trying to slide as he is side-by-side now with the 14. That was the car of Jacob McCoy. There you see the slider being thrown on. Here comes the crossover from the 14 as they race back down into turn number 1 this time. I'm sorry, make that turn number 3 and 4 this time. Crossing the start finish line. Jacob McCoy second. Butch Baker long gone right now. Out to a second. Battle right now going to be for that 3rd position between Zach Lowe and Stephen Timmerville. looks like got a battle right there as well for fifth. Colin McQueen and Maverick side by side. You'll see the 14 starting to extend that gap as well. We got a car got in the wall. Maverick back here just a little bit in the wall in that number 15 car. Able to keep it going the right direction this time. As you see the 4K right there. Steven underneath the 4 of Zach Lowe. Going to slide up in front of him. It would appear as he works through the corner. Nope. Zach not going to allow him to get that slide job on him as they cross the start finish line. 2 laps to go here for our race leader right now. Butch Baker battle right now is for the start slot, however, which will set the outside row 3, I believe. White flag going to be out this time. Looks like Zach Lowe firmly has that one now in control. As soon as I say that, he does. And here comes the 97, Butch Baker off turn 4, heat race winner number 2. Butch Baker, there's the battle for third. Zach Lowe, Jacob McCoy also takes P2 away. All right, so a warm-up has started, and that's going to give us the opportunity here to talk to Cody DeLong, who winner of Heat Race 1. Cody, you got a copy?
Sure, I got you.
Heat Race 1 winner, man. Same thing's pretty much last week, and we I raced with you guys last night at the 305s. Do you expect this track to move up and make it very hard to pass as this race goes on?
I mean, it's pretty hard to pass right now. Yeah. It's still pretty hammered down, right down on the bottom and through the middle. I think as the race goes on, it's definitely going to widen out and open up slider line, and it'll definitely put on a show, that's for sure.
For sure, man. Do you ever, whenever you're in here, do you ever watch these heat races that you're not in to see if you can learn anything?
Yeah, a little bit. I see where the guys are gaining and where they're losing, and where I can put my car come feature time. I mean, I mentioned last week I don't really like starting on the pole because all the cars behind you are trying to get faster, and you think you're in the fast line, and before you know it, you're smoked.
For sure, man. Hey, good job winning the heat race this time as well. Go see what you can do and see if you can do what you did last week.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, brother.
Next up, we're going to talk to Butch Baker, who is winner of Heat Race number 2. Butch just had him up at the booth, man. You got a coffee?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Probably not as good as you, though. You basically smoked the field in that second heat, dude, out to a second lead and basically drove away. Talk us through that little heat race. I know it was only 8 laps and things are going to change the feature, but, man, you drove away with it.
Was I? I don't know. I wasn't looking back, man. It was all eyes forward and just trying not to let her get out from under me, and it felt really good. I don't know. That's probably one of the best sessions I've had at Charlotte in the Pro Late. I haven't drove Pro Lates a whole lot,
right?
So I'm just trying to get better and better, and did a couple officials at Charlotte this week, so that helped. So hopefully we can keep her together for the feature too.
For sure, man. I'll let you go so you can go get some practice before this track wears out completely for you. Love the paint scheme. Go see what you can do in it.
All righty. Thank you,
Thanks
sir. We'll see what we can do.
Yes, sir. There you go. There's Butch Baker. We'll let him get some practice. And I don't like interviewing these guys too much after the heat races because, things change and stuff like that. I don't want to mess anybody up. That makes sense. So there you go. Interviews are done, as you just see some cars practicing. Now remember, this will carry over. So what you're seeing right now is just basically final warm-up practice. You guys get basically a 5-minute warm-up to see stuff, and you can already see right there a little bit of mistake right there with 32. It looks like somebody else was in that, but man, I feel like this outside lane, you can already see it right there. A lot of cars are already running up against that outside cushion right up there. I don't know how much there will be left on the inside. I don't think these guys are really wearing down the inside a lot. I think they're trying to leave a little bit for the race. You don't want to wear it down in practice, that's for sure. So I think we're kind of seeing that right now. I think we're kind of seeing guys work the top in a little bit more, and not as many cars work the bottom side. Maybe that they don't want to work the bottom side completely out or slick it off completely. Looks like there's a couple cars running out, but kind of seeing 3 different lanes right now, which is pretty awesome. I'm not sure what this will do, though, once we actually, get with the green flag. 40 laps around this joint with this many cars. I mean, I know it's only 14 cars, but still quite a bit of cars out there running. that will slick this place down pretty quick with 40 laps. So we've seen it last week and we'll see it again this week. So we'll see what happens. Once again, next week, guys, USA. Also, real fast, we have no more broadcasts after tonight. We're off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then back here on Tuesday because everybody's doing like the Independence Day stuff, the 4th of July stuff here in America. So we do not have any more broadcasts on Trackside Racing Network officially. Well, actually, I take it back. We actually do have a fun one. I forgot. Todd Chase Jr. will be racing his late model here on the channel one night of this week. So that'll be about it, though. But still, hope everybody enjoys their time away from everything. Except for a good night of dirt racing here. Seth Gibbs, Cody DeLong, your fastest here in final practice right now. Michael Blessing right there. Butch Baker, our heat race 2 winner, back there in ninth. Being out front is definitely going to help us. I mean, look how close the times really are. Only 3/10 separate the top 12. It's not bad at all. Alright, so we will get ready to see the grid getting set. It will flip over and you will see that track stay exactly the same. A little bit more shade on the track, but here's your starting grid up for tonight's race. It is Cody DeLong, Butch Baker, Seth Gibbs right there in P3, Tyler McCoy, and Luke Rakowski. Did I butcher that name again? Probably. Luke Rakowski, yeah, I got it right there, Tom. Zach Lowe, Stephen McMillan, Jacob McCoy right there in 8th. You know, top 5 is going to be very fun to watch to see what they can do. Really, the first 3 rows are going to be good. There's Michael Blessing, Stephen Williams, Jason Bo Cribs, and Maverick back in 14th. Waiting on just about everybody has gridded. A couple more cars that have not. We'll just wait on him. Bo Cribs has yet to grid, and I don't think he's here. So we are set to go here tonight. 40 laps of racing action here from dirt track at Charlotte as the pace truck is rolling off, and we will get set. Here's a great view, by the way, on board the nose of Cody DeLong of what this track actually looks like from down there on the racetrack. And just for you guys to know, there's exactly what he sees inside his car. He starts working on tires in just a little bit here. A little bit further back in the field. As we got the one to go sign this time here as they cross the start finish line. If Heat Race 1 was any action or any indication, and Heat Race 2 any indication of the type of racing we're going to see, we are going to see some fantastic racing here around this place, and honestly very surprised. Pace car truck has pulled off the grid or track surface. We are set to go green here for the dirt track at Charlotte. Week number 4 of the Eastern Shore Racing League set to kick off this time. Cody DeLong, Butch Baker brings us through turns 3 and 4. Green flag out in the air. We're racing live from Charlotte. Down into turn 1, that bottom side, going to slide Cody DeLong up to the outside wall. Here comes that 5, Seth Gibbs to the inside. Does take the top spot away. Slider, yes, he does slide up in front. Battle right now going to be for that P4 spot, but we'll kind of still focus on his top spot as well. Cody going to go to the outside this time. He's going to try to get the run to the inside of Gibbs as a big caution comes out further back in the field. We'll take a look. Like Michael Blessing, one of the cars involved in this. You can see how tight it was back here for that 7th or so spot. Right there, 15 to 32. And another car sliding through that. Looks like the 39 may have made it through that, but looks like it wasn't too bad of damage for any cars, so they'll just stack it up and get ready to go here once again. Once again, caution flags do not count here in this race. Just like your normal local dirt track, caution flags do not count, which is more racing so we can actually see 40 laps of racing. lights look like they are out on the pace truck. So we will get ready to go as the ticker goes crazy. It will sort itself out once we get ready to go back green. But it is Seth Gibbs up front with Cody DeLong as the pace truck drops back in off turn 2. We work through turn 3 right here as we get set to go back green flag here. Lap number 3 about to pop up on the board. High line restart. Watch for a good jump there. There it is. Stacks up the field. You see them accordion stack throughout the field. Seth Gibbs able to get away from Cody DeLong at the moment. A little bit further back in the field. We got to go a little bit further back. Right here, the 14, Jake McCoy. Stephen McMillan as well there. Now you see that peak to 32. Moving the ball to his outside. He is looking to take that spot away from the 39. Well, it's not actually the 39. It's the 17. He's just got to cut the number 39. Threw me off for a moment. Ball working on Jake McCoy. He looks to the inside, trying to throw a slider up in front. Not going to have too much room to make that pass. You also see Butch Baker. We're going to go ahead and call this a battle for third as well. Here we go to 32. That looks like someone got the wall. A couple cars wall riding right through there. You see Butch Baker back to the bottom right there as well. As the ball does take P4 away. We're going to go back a little bit further. Zach Lowe trying to battle this number 12 car here as well. This is the battle for the 7th position. Zach in that yellow car. Up on the outside, right behind the 17 of Stephen McMillan. Off the corner they go. Looks like that the 17 of McMillan's going to be able to hold that spot for now. How about this? Another Stephen trying to take that spot away from Zach Lowe. It's the closest battle right now on the racetrack, by the way. As soon as I say that, we may have something about to happen for third. Actually, we did have something happen for third. William Duvall took away P3 in that number 32 car. How about that? Williams starting to work his way up. He is our biggest mover right now in this race, up 4 spots since the drop of the green flag, and we are only 10 laps in. As right now, he's one of the fastest cars out here. Michael Blessing working to the inside here. Watch for him to try to make a slide job here on this number. US 12 cars. Our custom numbers throwing me off a little bit. Yeah, it is the 12 of Stephen McMillan, or Stephen in the 12, as these 3 guys start to battle it out. Not quite clear. Blessing still holding on to 7th, however. And there you see it. Still not able to do it. A high line, of course. Oh, he may take 2 here. On board right now with Michael Blessing to his inside. Caution flag is out, and trying to see where this may be. Oh, I did not see what happened here. Hold on. I'll take it just a minute to find out what happened here. Something a little bit further in the back, it looks like, may have happened. Something happened to Zach Lowe, maybe? Did not see what really happened right there. Oh, there was right there. A little further back in the field, there was a wreck. Who was that? There's Tyler McCoy in the 7, I believe. It was not. I don't know exactly where that wreck actually cut. Right there it is. Oh, okay. It was Jason and it looks like maybe Maverick, I believe. Yeah, the 39 and the 15 got together right there. 15 getting underneath the 39, and there you go. So, number 39 not probably very happy, I would guess. Seth Gibbs still out front. We are 13 laps into this one. William Duvall said, not going to be his night. Well, I don't know about that. Green flag back out in the air, however. Did not see that restart coming. My bad. As Duvall looked to the inside, battle right now going to be for P3 contact. Still 3 wide, make it 4 wide. We got the 32 in the wall. Big trouble about to occur. Everybody trying to dodge it, and William Duvall actually gives up a lot of spots. Big wreck right there, as that looks like Michael Blessing has, well, did not go the way he wanted to. I think that's who it was that got the inside, or was it? Hold on. So that's what the caution came out for. It looks like everybody else kind of makes it through it. It looks like he got the tire here going into the corner. Oh, yeah. Before Zach Lowe just happened to be there, wrong place, wrong time. But for the most part, it does not look like it went too bad for everybody. As they get ready to stack them back up and redo it again here on lap, coming to lap 16 once the green flag comes back out. Just to give you guys an idea of something real quick. The point situation for this series, 3 races in, of course. Right now shows Michael Blessing on top of the points with Cody DeLong second, Zach Lowe in third, William Duvall and Stephen McMillan in P5 in points. Michael Blessing has a 6-point lead. Right now, Michael Blessing probably not having the greatest time. One thing he does not want to see is Cody DeLong take that win away. So that could send Cody actually over the top for the points lead. Michael Blessing so far this season, 3 top 5s. Actually, out of all 3 of our races, he is the only driver in here that has 3 top 5s in every single race this season. Possible double file restart here. That's what it looks like. Looks like we are set to go back green flag this time, coming to lap 16. Here as you ride on board with Seth Gibbs. Right there on the bottom. As the green flag stacks them up once again. Green flag is out. A little bit of bumping right there on the start, but it's going to be okay. As Gibbs able to get the launch out, and Cody will follow in P2. Battle right now going to be for P3. Who is that? Jacob McCoy up on that high side. Watch for him to get a run here on that number 17/39 custom number. There you go, underneath. Will he slide up in front? Not quite there yet. Also see the number 97, Butch Baker. Oh, almost tight contact. More contact between them two. And there you see Jacob McCoy taking away P3. Butch Baker looks to go back. Remember, he was inside the top 3. Won heat race number 2. Now he looks to go back inside and try to take this third spot away. 3 wide right here for that third spot. Butch going to come out from the upper end of that. He takes third away. Still watching this 3 wide battle right here. You see that 17. Stephen McMillan cutting the inside. 3 wide right now for P4. I'm going to go ahead and call this a 4-way position battle for the third. Make it a 5-car battle for this P3 spot. Cars checking up, 1 in the wall, 1 upside down. Caution flag is out. There is the caution flag waving. You see Michael Blessing also involved in it as well. Looks like the biggest hit from this one was Jacob McCoy. He was the car that actually got turned right there. Right there it is. Really nowhere to go for a lot of these guys. Oh, 32 also took a pretty big hit. On board right here with Jacob McCoy. See racing real hard, and unfortunately this happens. Stacks them up. And then actually flips over and over. Luckily was able to get actually back on all 4 tires. That's tough. Halfway flag coming out when we take back the green flag. As we get set to go back green here in just a moment. All right, here we go. Green flag back out in the air. A little bit further back in the field, you see right here. By the way, Butch Baker up on that second position was battling Cody DeLong. Did not see that actually taking place. Cody's still able to hold on. Then we got to go back a little bit further right here for the fourth position. That is where the closest position battle is right now. And then after that, it's just every man for himself. From fourth on back, pretty much. Zach Lowe trying to hold on to fifth. Man, that high side is really coming in here. You see that 32 right there, working at super high line as he tries to slide it in. There he goes up the racetrack. Just a little bit, but it does look like he's going to be able to complete this slider possibly. See him right there, William Duvall up on that high side. Yeah, he will complete that. Up to P6 for him. And as soon as I say that, Stephen McMillan says, hold on a second. Here comes Michael Blessing now, trying to take that spot away. Out in front, Seth Gibbs up to a well, we'll go ahead and call it almost a second lead over Cody Long. Butch Baker another 2 seconds behind the current leader here. As there you see the 97. We talked to him in the after heat race 2 when he won that one by about a second as well. Still watching Williams ball here. Michael Blessing now taking 6th away. 32 running that super high line. Watch for a big run from William here out of the corner. Done into 3 and 4. As you look at your race leader on board right now with Seth Gibbs, who's out to a 2-second lead over Cody DeLong. Right now, Gibbs looking to become the first 2-time winner in this series out of the first 4 races that we have had. He's going to the bottom here. You hear that car really bogged down, but may have a battle here for second coming up as Butch Baker starting to work a little bit here, trying to close in on Cody DeLong. Right now about 3.5, 4 separate. Williams Ball still battling the back here. Luke, it looks like Luke in that 33 making his debut here tonight, going to be able to take the 7th spot away. Then up in front, Blessing looks like he's trying to keep that top 5 streak alive. So far this season, 3 top 5s out of the first 3 races. Still got to figure out a way to get around Zach Lowe to do so, and time is continuing to run out for Blessing to do so as we are coming to lap 35 next time by. And there you see him cross the start-finish line. Lap 35 will be shown here on the board as these laps continue to tick away here in this one. Blessing trying to hold on right now to 6th. It looks like Luke maybe had a run. It looks like it kind of went away a little bit. And as soon as I say that, the 33 looks to move himself up into P6. Good battle right here for this 6th spot. And yeah, it looks like Luke will take that spot away. The battle of the 4s with Zach Lowe and Steven in that 12 car, or the 4 car actually, the 4 custom in the car. Looks like Zach Lowe going to go up and take this 4th spot away We're coming to 2 laps to go the next time by. Zach Lowe may be looking for a little bit more as he works up on the back of Butch Baker. Maybe trying to take away that 3rd spot. There he goes, looking for a podium finish. Zach Lowe so far with the nose out front. Side by side here for 3rd place. This is the highest position battle we have. And out the other end, Zach Lowe takes away tops or the 3rd spot. Out front, Seth Gibbs looks to put the number 5 car in victory lane out of turn number 4. Seth Gibbs becomes the first 2-time winner this season. Cody DeLong is going to finish in P2. And Zach Lowe will take P3. And a very close finish right there between P4. Luke actually grabbing P4 away and Butch Baker P5. Alright, we're going to talk to our race winners right about now. We'll start pulling them in. Seth Gibbs, oh my goodness, I hit the wrong button again. You don't see that too much. Let's see if we can talk to Seth Gibbs here. Hey Seth, it's Adam for Trackside, man. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got a copy.
Man, 2-time winner so far this season, and you do it here again at Charlotte. Talk us through your race, man. It looked like you was able to extend that lead late in this race and pretty much drive away with it here towards the end.
Yeah, I really don't know. These few tracks that we've raced on so far are probably the worst tracks. I'm really looking forward to the rest of the season. I don't know what else to do. I missed last week. I was on vacation, but hopefully to get back in the points, I could probably at least try to win every race from now on.
We've seen that you was actually running the low side towards the later of this race as well. Was there still some grip down there for you?
It kind of went away there towards the end. For the most part, I went up top for 1 and 2 and then low in 3 and 4. And it was working for most of the race, but then everybody looked like they was falling behind me right there. It kind of wore out a little bit towards the end.
For sure, man. Well, 2 times the winner this season. This is definitely going to help you in the points. Got to congratulate you on that. And you want to give any shout-outs or anything, dude?
I'd give a shout-out to Buck Kicker for sponsoring the series.
For sure on that one, dude. Hey, good job tonight. Congrats on the win.
Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot, buddy. Next up, we're going to talk to Cody DeLong. Cody came in here second in the points by only 6. Looks like it's going to be a pretty good points night either way for you. I know you wanted to win, but still a second, which is going to make points, possibly give you the lead in points. We'll have to wait and see, but you got to be somewhat okay with second place.
I can't complain. I knew coming into tonight if Seth showed up that he was gonna be one to watch. He missed last week, but the first 2 weeks he showed up, he's smoked us pretty good. So I can't complain with the second to him.
We go to the USA dirt track next week. How much are you looking forward to USA? Do you like that track compared to this type of track? Talk us through that one.
Next week's going to be a learning curve for me, man. I think I've only ever ran a handful of 305 races at USA, and I was not fond of it. So we got some work to do till next week.
I'm sure you'll be fine as always, man. Do you want to give any shout-outs or anything?
I got to thank Butt Kicker for sponsoring this and putting this on. I got to thank ZLR Graphics, my buddy Zach. Shout out to him for putting it on the podium tonight as well. Bradley, my brother Taylor, everybody that helps me get better every week.
Hey, you're pretty good at these things. Good job tonight.
I appreciate it.
Man. Next up, Zach Lowe puts it in the podium tonight. Hey, Zach, you got a copy?
Sir, what's going on?
Man, them last few laps for you was pretty intense. Driving up to 3rd place, that had to be fun.
Yeah, I just put the pedal to the metal. Tried keeping it in the tacky spots through the slick and just kept my momentum up.
Yeah, and that was one of the things we seen. It looked like really everybody tried to run the high side, but you had to throw sliders, of course, to take that spot away, Ben. But talk us a little bit about next week. I just talked to Cody about it. USA, what do you feel about going there compared to this place?
I'm not feeling real confident there. We'll see what it brings. We'll go with the flow. Let's put it that way.
There we go. Sorry about that. I kept muting my mic like a moron. It looks like it worked good for you tonight, man. Third place podium. Congrats on that. Is there any shout-outs or anything you want to give out, dude?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Butt Kicker for putting this on. Shout out to Cody putting it on the podium again. He's a pretty good top runner. Got to thank all my fan sponsors, and then Biz Flaunt, my mom and dad, and my wife for putting up with me.
Yeah, you got to do that or you'll be sleeping on the couch. Hey, good job, buddy. There you go. There is Zach Lowe putting it in the podium as well. Here's a look at your top running order, or your running order in general. Once again, thanks Butt Kicker and all that. There's a look at your top 10. What a fun race. It does look like a little bit different. I mean, we did see Seth run the low side a few times late in the race, which is kind of surprising to me. All in all, though, it was a fun and entertaining race. But that's do it, guys. I hope everybody enjoyed the broadcast. That would do it. We will be back for Todd's dirt race. We'll be doing a driver spotlight again, and I believe possibly this Thursday or Friday. And we'll do that. But we hope you guys enjoyed the broadcast. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Make sure you like, subs, share, and all that. It helps these guys out and me out as well. Thank you guys for watching. Y'all have a great night. Take care as always, and God bless.